The rain falls relentlessly on Portland's gray streets as Alex Thompson stares out his apartment window. Once a promising software engineer, now an unemployed soul searching for purpose. Lightning flashes, illuminating a face etched with desperation. Alex's fingers trace the edge of his last rejection letter, the 20th this month. In the flickering light of his laptop, a new path beckons. Paranormal investigations. The words glow ominously on the screen. Alex leans in, his eyes reflecting the eerie blue light. What started as a joke now feels like his last hope. He remembers his grandmother's stories of spirits and shadows, of a world beyond our own, waiting to be discovered. With trembling hands, Alex creates a new social media account, Portland Paranormal, his ticket to a new life. The rain intensifies, as if nature itself disapproves. But Alex is beyond caring, beyond fearing the unknown. His first post, a desperate plea for leads. Any haunted house, any whisper of the supernatural. Days pass, the silence broken only by the constant rain. Alex's hope fades, like the last light of day, until a notification pierces the gloom. An anonymous message about an abandoned skyscraper downtown. Alex's heart races as he reads the chilling details. Construction halted years ago, after a series of unexplained accidents. Workers refused to return, claiming to hear voices in the steel beams, shadows moving in empty elevator shafts, a presence that defies explanation. Alex hesitates, his cursor hovering over the reply button. Is this the opportunity he's been waiting for? Or a descent into madness? With a deep breath, he types his response. I'll be there tonight. Words that will change his life forever. As dusk falls, Alex gathers his meager equipment. A second-hand EMF meter, a night vision camera bought with his last paycheck. He stands before the mirror, a stranger staring back, no longer an engineer, but a seeker of the unknown. The rain continues its somber melody as Alex steps into the night, unaware of the horrors that await in the towering shadows of Portland's skyline. Little does he know, this investigation will be his last. For some truths are better left uncovered, and some entities are hungry for fresh souls. In the heart of Portland's skyline, a monolith of steel and glass stands incomplete. The Obsidian Tower, a dream turned nightmare. 57 stories of ambition, reaching for the heavens. But something doesn't want it to touch the sky. Rain cascades down its unfinished facade, like tears of forgotten workers. Lightning illuminates empty floors, where dreams and lives were shattered. Construction began 5 years ago, a beacon of progress and prosperity. But as the tower grew, so did the whispers. At first, it was small things, tools misplaced, blueprints vanishing. Then, the accidents began. A crane operator swore he saw a face in the fog. He veered, narrowly missing his coworkers. But the crane toppled from the 40th floor, Miraculously, no one died, but the seed of fear had been planted. Workers reported cold spots, even on the hottest summer days. Voices echoing through empty elevator shafts when no one else was there. The 13th floor, always darker than the rest, no matter how many lights they installed. Shadows seemed to devour them. One night, a security guard making his rounds saw a figure standing at the edge of an unfinished floor. He called out, but the figure stepped off into thin air, heart racing. He ran to the spot, but there was no body, no sign anyone had been there. The accidents escalated. Inexplicable structural failures. Concrete that wouldn't set. Steel beams warped overnight. Engineers were baffled. Geologists found no explanations. But the workers knew. Something didn't want this tower built. Rumors spread of an ancient burial ground beneath the foundation, of a curse placed by a vengeful shaman centuries before the city existed. Others whispered of experiments gone wrong in a secret government lab that once occupied this land. Whatever the truth, the Obsidian Tower became a place of dread. Construction halted as costs spiraled and investors fled. Now it looms, a half-finished monument to hubris. Its empty floors, a playground for urban legends. Locals avoid its shadow. Taxi drivers refuse fares that pass too close. At night, some swear they see lights moving on abandoned floors. From the street, you can almost hear it. The whisper of unfinished business. The echo of trapped souls. The Obsidian Tower. A scar on Portland's skyline. A reminder that some heights were never meant to be reached. And as the rain falls and lightning flashes, one might glimpse a figure standing at the top, watching, waiting for the next soul brave enough to uncover its secrets. Little does Alex know, as he approaches its looming shadow, that the Obsidian Tower has been waiting for him. For in its unfinished state, it hungers for new stories, new fears, new souls to claim. And tonight, the tower will not be denied. As the rain beats against his apartment window, Alex's phone buzzes with an unknown number. He hesitates, then answers. A distorted voice crackles through the speaker. Are you Portland Paranormal? Alex's heart races. Yes, who is this? Static fills the line. Then words that chill Alex to the bone. The Obsidian Tower, it's awake. The caller's breath quickens. I worked security there 3 months ago. Alex scrambles for a pen, scribbling notes frantically. What did you see? Alex presses. The line goes silent. Then a whisper. Not what I saw, what I heard. Lightning flashes outside, illuminating Alex's pale face. The caller continues, voice trembling with fear. It started with whispers in the stairwells, footsteps on empty floors. But then, the screams began. Alex leans in, hanging on every word. What kind of screams? The answer chills him. Not human, not animal. Something in between. The caller's voice breaks. I quit that night, but it followed me home. Alex's pen hovers over the paper. What followed you? A long pause. Then, shadows moving on their own. And the dreams, oh God, the dreams. Static crackles through the line, as if something's interfering. The caller's voice becomes urgent. Listen carefully, it's not just a building. Alex's breath catches, as the caller reveals. It's a gateway to something ancient. Something that's been waiting. Suddenly, a piercing screech erupts from the phone. Alex drops it, heart pounding in his chest. When he retrieves it, the call has ended, but a text message appears. Coordinates to the Obsidian Tower. Alex stares at his screen, mind racing with possibilities. This could be his big break, or his biggest mistake. With shaking hands, he packs his equipment. The rain outside intensifies, as if warning him to stay away. But Alex is beyond warnings now, beyond caution. This is his chance to prove himself. As he steps out into the stormy night, Alex doesn't realize he's walking into a trap, one set by forces beyond his comprehension. The Obsidian Tower looms in the distance, a dark sentinel against the rain-soaked sky. It calls to him, a siren song of the supernatural. Little does Alex know, this investigation will be his last. For some mysteries are better left unsolved. And as he approaches the towering structure, the shadows seem to reach out, welcoming him into their eternal embrace. The Obsidian Tower looms before Alex, a monolith of darkness against the stormy sky. Rain pelts his face as he looks up. 57 stories of abandoned dreams. Lightning flashes, illuminating twisted metal and shattered glass. For a moment, Alex swears he sees a face in a high window, but it's gone in an instant, leaving him to question his own eyes. He approaches the chain-link fence, rusted and bent as if something burst through. A tattered sign flaps in the wind. Danger, do not enter. Alex's heart pounds as he slips through a gap in the fence. The wet gravel crunches beneath his feet, each step feeling like a violation. The base of the tower stretches before him, a vast concrete slab, cracked and overgrown. Puddles reflect the stormy sky. And something else, something wrong. Alex blinks. The reflections show impossible angles. Corridors that can't exist. Shadows that move against the wind. He shakes his head, blaming tricks of light and nerves. But a chill runs down his spine as he approaches the main entrance. The revolving door is jammed, stuck partway like a gaping maw. Alex squeezes through, into the cavernous lobby beyond. The smell hits him first, mold and decay, and something else, something metallic and wrong. His flashlight beam cuts through the gloom, revealing fallen chandeliers, shattered marble floors, and graffiti that makes no sense. Symbols and words in languages he doesn't know, sprawled across walls in what looks like blood. Alex's breath catches as his light falls on a security desk. A logbook lies open. The last entry dated 5 years ago. It's awake, it reads, "God help us all." The words send a shiver through Alex, echoing the anonymous caller's warning. He turns to the elevators. Their doors pried open, revealing empty shafts that seem to go down, far deeper than they should. A soft whisper echoes, "Come, join us." Alex spins around, but he's alone in the vast space. Or is he? Shadows seem to move at the corner of his vision, always just out of sight. The rain outside intensifies, a deafening roar that can't quite mask the sound of footsteps from above. Alex's flashlight flickers, darkness encroaching, as if the very air is thick with malevolence. He takes a deep breath, steadying himself. This is what he came for, evidence of the paranormal. But as he steps towards the stairwell, a sense of dread washes over him. The Obsidian Tower seems to pulse, like a living thing, and Alex can't shake the feeling that he's not the investigator here. He's the prey. The door to the stairs creaks open, revealing a spiraling darkness. Each step will take him further from the world he knows. But there's no turning back now. Alex takes the first step into the unknown. The door slams shut behind him, with a finality that echoes through the tower. And as Alex climbs, the Obsidian Tower watches and waits, for it knows that by the time Alex reaches the top, he'll no longer be the same man who entered. The rain continues to fall outside, masking the sound of Alex's ascent into a nightmare beyond imagination. Alex's footsteps echo in the stairwell, each floor bringing new horrors. On the 13th floor, the air grows thick and oppressive. Shadows writhe on the walls, taking forms that defy nature. Alex's flashlight flickers, darkness encroaching like a living thing. He pushes on, heart pounding in his chest. The 20th floor reveals an impossible sight. A vast, cavernous space where offices should be. Ghostly figures dance in the distance, their movements jerky and wrong. Alex fumbles for his camera, but it won't turn on. A whisper in his ear, "Join us, Alex." He spins, finding only empty air. The walls seem to breathe, expanding and contracting. Alex's mind reels, reality bending before his eyes. On the 33rd floor, time itself seems to warp. Alex watches in horror as his hands age and wither, then snap back to normal, leaving him gasping. The 40th floor brings a room full of mirrors, but the reflections are not his own. Faces press against the glass, mouths open in silent screams. Alex runs, their eyes following his every move. Higher and higher he climbs, each floor a new nightmare, his sanity fraying like the edges of reality itself. The 50th floor, a vast, empty space. In the center, a single chair. Alex approaches, drawn by an unseen force. As As he sits, the room explodes with light. Visions assault him. Past, present, future collide. He sees the tower's history, its dark purpose, a gateway to realms beyond human comprehension. Alex screams as knowledge floods his mind. Too much. Too fast. His consciousness fractures, unable to process the truth. The tower shudders, as if alive. Alex feels himself slipping, falling into the abyss of madness. He closes his eyes, willing it all to end. Silence. Then, the soft beep of a heart monitor. Alex's eyes flutter open. White walls surround him. A hospital room. Or so it seems. But the shadows in the corners move when he's not looking. A nurse enters. Her smile too wide. Her eyes wrong. "Welcome back, Alex," she says. "You've been with us for quite some time." Alex tries to speak, but only garbled sounds emerge. He thrashes in the bed as orderlies rush in to restrain him. The tower, he manages to croak. It's still there, still waiting. The nurse's smile never falters as she prepares a syringe. "Shoo," she soothes. "It's time to rest now." As the sedative takes hold, Alex catches a glimpse out the window. In the distance, the Obsidian Tower looms, its presence a promise that this nightmare is far from over. Alex's eyes close as he slips into a drug-induced sleep. But in his dreams, the tower calls. And somewhere, in the depths of his fractured mind, Alex knows he'll answer that call again. For the Obsidian Tower is patient, and it always gets what it wants.